Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and this is the Patreon version of So Much to Say. These are my thoughts and my voice. Black shit, gay shit, and everything in between. I just got to LA. Just got to LA. And I just walked outside, putting my AirPods in my case. And Carlson is up here in this little rental car. Well, well, well.
I'm supposed to get out and do the whole...
Oh, you're gonna get out and do the sign? Is this a gift for me? My cousin was like, I was just talking to my cousin on the phone and she was like, you don't have a gift?
What's going on?
Hey. She was like, you don't have a gift? I was like, what? I was supposed to carry it on the plane for 5 hours? She was like, you sort of have something.
How was the flight?
It was a little rough at first.
They did say turbulence, I heard.
Yeah, they did. And, you know, I don't really mind turbulence once I'm up in the air. But it was turbulence starting out. Like, I don't like turbulence like when you're first taking off and you're like climbing. It's like, that shit is rough. Oh wow, that's my Swedish fish. I am so hungry. I'm starving. I ate those little granola things on the plane. I had 2 of them. They know that's my favorite. They used to send me Swedish fish. What's this? I was wondering if you had some. Oh my God, let me stop this. Where's my, but yes, I ended up watching, there's a show on, what's it called? Voice of Fire on Netflix. So I did watch that, but I mean, I slept first because I really was kind of scared that I didn't have enough battery life on my phone because I mean, I had 85% when I got on the plane, but you know, we were talking on the phone and then I was scared if I started watching TV, like as soon as I got on the plane, that it would run out.
Right.
So anyway, I kind of sat there for a few minutes and then I was closing my eyes. I was trying to go to sleep when we started, but it was bumping so much that I couldn't even relax.
What's your phone on now? Your phone's not close to dying now?
No, 57.
Oh,
I ended up putting it on airplane mode because somebody told me that it saves when it's on airplane mode. So I was trying to sit there for a little while. I mean, I probably, maybe the first 30 minutes or so, I wasn't watching anything. I was just trying to, you know, have my eyes closed. But like I said, it was too rocky, too bumpy. And then I started with that Christmas thing with Dolly Parton. It's a Christmas show on Netflix with Dolly Parton, Jennifer Lewis, and some other people. And so Dolly Parton, she executive produced it. Debbie Allen choreographed and she executive produced.
right.
And so it starts off with Dolly Parton singing, and the words of this song were so corny. It was just like so cheesy. It was like this Christmas show. But it was just so campy, and it looked like so 80s. Like the way the choreography, the way the dancers were coming out, and then they had these little gay boys Jay setting. I was like, oh my God. I turned it off. I said, I can't do it. Not because they were Jay setting, but because it was just cheesy. Like the whole thing. Jennifer Lewis, she was singing, and I think she just sings too hard.
Right. She always does that.
She sings so hard. And so I turned that off, and I started to watch this other thing. I downloaded some movie, I don't know, it was a documentary about Taylor Swift or something, but I didn't watch that. I ended up watching the concert, the Voice of Fire, the gospel thing. So it started, and it was nice. You know, the episodes building up were really nice. and then I got sleepy, and so I turned it off, and that's when I dozed off. And then when I woke up, I think I had 2 hours left on the flight. Yeah, I had 2 hours left, and because I had to use the restroom, I went and used the restroom.
Isn't that the worst one? When you wake up hoping that you're almost there, it's 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean, if it's under an hour, I'm good, but I hate when it's like. So anyway, I used the restroom, and then I ended up picking up on the next to the last episode of that show, and then I was watching the last episode when the plane came down. So I didn't get to see the part that you were talking about.
Right.
But the thing that I did notice, but see, you didn't watch any of the other episodes, so you're not gonna know what I'm talking about. But you know the black guy who's like the choir master?
I think so.
Who's like directing everybody? He got the braces. And he's like, you know, he was directing everybody, and like, yeah. I just feel like he was harder on some of the black singers than he was on the white singers. And I was just, it made me think about how sometimes black folks we're harder. We're harder.
When you getting over?
We're harder on each other than we are sometimes on other people. So for example, like, there was a black guy on there who I thought he had a decent voice. Now, I didn't love his voice, but he did have a nice voice. Now, would I have chosen him from the beginning? I don't know, probably not. Because I mean, there were some singers whose voices were so good that I would have chosen it. Like, I'd have been like, oh yeah, you got it. Like, if it's a competition like that, I just feel like I used to live off this exit right here. And I bought my car from that CarMax when I lived here.
My cousin I was with last night, she literally lives right next to the airport, so I got past her house.
Oh, really? And but you know, like these singing competitions, I feel like the person, when they come to these shows, they should be dynamic already. Not somebody that you can groom and not somebody you can bring up to speed. No, they should already have it. Because I'm sure there are a lot of people that are there that have it, and I don't think it's fair to like be trying to, you know, coddle people. So anyway, they chose this black guy, and he was fine. He was not bad. He was good.
My overall take though is because they're selling it as multicultural.
Exactly.
Choir, but no, it's a choir that is coming with.
That's the street I lived on right there.
Roots. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Thornburn. I almost want to go see the people and be like, hey. They love when I come by there. But go ahead.
When you know, it's a choir that is, I think Baptist driven.
Yeah.
Black church driven with white people in it. Because if it was multicultural, my thing is, then I want to hear different styles of how people praise the Lord. I don't want to hear it from what I've seen.
Well, it's from
all
a
my
black
life.
Perspective, right?
Right. So I'm like, how is it multicultural? You just threw different people in the choir and groomed them to sing gospel.
Black gospel.
Yes.
And so
that was my issue.
And so my thing is, I just feel like, God damn it, would you go? She said no. I ain't been in the car 5 minutes. He's sitting here doing this. She like, no, you go. But anyway, but my thing is, I felt like some of the white singers, like it was a white girl. She was born with one ear. I don't know if you saw all that.
Yes.
She was born with one ear. And I understand that she was singing at a deficit because, you know, as she explained her story, you know, she taps her wrist so she can know what notes to sing. I thought it was a thing about syncopation, like timing, but that wasn't what it was. It was so she could know which notes to sing. And, you know, and she was saying that the phonics, you know, like, because she's only able to hear in one ear. She wasn't born with an eardrum or anything, but on the other side. But
Byron Holly.
I just feel like, hold on. Hey, I was calling you because when I landed, I think I told you I was coming to LA. When I landed, I got a message from Tiffany, a text, saying that they're trying to, you know, put together this money for this cremation. And so I was just calling to find out, like, I was trying to figure out if anybody knew how much they've raised so far.
No, so Tom sent me sort of a random message too.
He said they'll take. I'm like, who's they? And nobody's sent me really or sent anything to me.
Right.
So, you know, so I'm like, you know, who am I cash apping or something? You know.
Well, they would. Well, Tiffany told me yesterday they were cash apping my sister, but I told Tiffany I ain't cash apping her nothing.
Donnie?
Yeah. That's the only sister I have.
Sending her no money.
Right. So I'm like, I ain't cash apping her.
She said that's the only sister I have.
And not that I think she would steal the money, but see, I think she would. Like, she might say, okay, I'm gonna put in $100, but then when everybody else send their money, and she won't end up putting in nothing.
She won't end up putting in nothing.
Right.
Like, why isn't Karifa collecting, or Jill or somebody?
Well, I know Jill sent $100. Tiffany, Rachel, and Hubert gave $100, so that's 4. And from what I understand, they only need, I think, $850 or something like that.
Yeah, he said they needed $800. He said he gave his money to your mother.
Who said that? How would he have done that?
You asked the wrong person.
I mean, I don't know if he did or didn't, but
I had a long conversation with him the other night. I didn't know all of this stuff was going on with him.
Yeah. But listen, so anyway, I was just trying to figure out that. Like, I don't even feel like going into all that. I just landed, and I was just trying to figure out the specifics about this money, because I'm not trying to send no overflow.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'll talk to my mother. I'll call my mother and see if she can give me some more information.
All right, well, just shoot me a text or something to let me know.
All right, be safe.
All right, thanks.
All right, bye.
He's trying to go into a whole conversation about my nephew and his marriage, and I don't want to hear about that. But
I'd send $150 and leave it at that.
I think I'm just gonna send 100 and leave it at that. Because I mean, when I was talking to my cousin on the plane, coming off the plane, we kind of gathered that, because originally yesterday they said they already had $300. Mm-hmm. So then if she and her sister and her father sent 3, that's 6. So now you only need 2 more.
Right.
But anyway, but the question is, how do I get it to them? Because I'm not cash apping my sister.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I may send it to my cousin Tiffany, and then she can just go and give it to them. But the girl had a little deficit because of her ear, and so she, you know, so her intonations weren't always on point, like her pronunciation and stuff like that. But so I understand him trying to work with her and give her a pass. But it was another guy, like the guy who opened the show, mm-hmm. Marcus or something, who was supposed to be paralyzed, but he ended up not being paralyzed. He couldn't really sing. He wasn't really a great singer. He kept working with him. I'm like, you're not drilling. Right. He was like, but he has a story. I don't give a damn. We're not listening for his story. We were listening for him to be able to sing. And so I felt like the black guy that he was riding was better than him. And I just think that sometimes black people will go up for a white person who can sing moderately. Right. Or a white person who can do a few little runs here and there. Black folks will be like, oh my God, oh, okay. But if it was a black person who sang just as mediocre, you wouldn't be raving about it. Right. So I was bothered by that. I was like, this black guy's really giving him too many chances. And then he was nervous to open the show, and like, he ain't even that great.
Well, just watch the last episode and then see what your final thoughts.
I'm gonna say that for the flight back again. I guess I could, but I probably won't watch it too long because we'll be on the plane. I mean, I just like watching stuff when I'm on the plane by myself, really. But like all of this right here, to me, this is just like so, like how you see all of this industrial stuff. Like, to me, it's just like, it makes the city look so old and so.
Is that turn only lane or something? No one's in this lane.
I used to run over here too. There's a neighborhood. It leads up to like Baldwin Hills. It's like a real steep hill. We would run up and down this hill a few times. I almost want to eat some of these Swedish fish, but I need some food. I'll just wait. That's why you asked me about the Swedish fish the other day.
Mm-hmm.
You were like, didn't you tell me?
I was trying to word it so it didn't seem so obvious.
Yeah. Oh boy, but the flight didn't seem so long though. You know what I'm saying? Like it just, I guess because I had stuff to watch and I dozed off a little bit. Yeah, this Stalker Trail, like we used to do this trail, and then it's a street right down here, and it goes up to here, and it's really steep. And then I used to live over there in the jungle, in some low-income houses over here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, somebody told you about it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where I stayed for like 2 weeks. I believe this is Baldwin Hills up here. Where the rich black folks used to live back in the day. Yeah, this is the street right here, Don Miguel.
My friend Lauren, I think, lives back up in there. I'm pretty sure, because I remember turning left on here.
It looks so dry, like the grass and stuff.
It's winter.
Right. Valley Ridge is the street that we used to run up. We used to run up and down this street. And then there's a track up there, a small track, nothing major.
They were like at 5:30, they were going to sing this guy named Andrew, Happy Birthday, like 5:30. Jesus. So y'all really want to work all day, huh? Okay. But I had to export out this model. I didn't get Steve's approval yet, but I just did it because I didn't want to deal with trying to
Having to
export
wait
that
for
shit
it.
at 6:30 tonight.
Right.
And, you know, hopefully he doesn't want any changes. Keep it at that.
If people want changes, people want them today.
Well, Previs kind of wants the model today, so.
Santa Rosalia. So I used to live right down here because this is like the Crenshaw Mall. And then Debbie Allen has a dance studio over here.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of the only things that was true because a lot of this stuff was abandoned. I don't know if it is still, but. And that little low income place. Oh my God, the jungle. It was just. I really think that's when things started to shift for me though. Like it was awful living over there. But my cousin Tiffany, that I was talking to on the plane, coming off the plane, she was, I don't know, I think she was living in Ohio at the time. She was still in Ohio. And I remember calling her and I was just like, Tiffany, it's so ghetto. Like, oh my God, like this is the projects. Like it's like low income projects. And I was like, you know, and I was telling her how the bathroom was so nasty. Cause long story short, one of my homegirls from college, her parents, she's from here.
Mm-hmm.
And her parents live over here. It's off of like 39th Street. It's right around here because it's right around this mall. I can't get, I think it's over this way.
Mm-hmm.
And they told me, yeah, you can move here, you know, just as long as you find a job and get yourself a car, and you can stay here as long as you need, you know, but you got to find a job, you know. Don't worry about trying to pay us anything. And so after I was here for like, and I was kind of like you, like I would stay in my room for the most part, because I didn't have a lot of money. Mm-hmm. Like I had saved like $1,400 to come out here, and I ended up using a good portion of that to buy the car. And so about 2.5 weeks after I was here, the mother was like, well, it doesn't seem like it's really working, you know, for you out here. Maybe you should go back to the East Coast. And I was just like, This is after the housing market crash and all that. I was like, well, no, you know, it's just, I have to find a job. So I was in there doing resumes and stuff. She was like, well, you need to be out there pounding the pavement. And I was like, that's not how people find jobs now. Like people don't let you just come into their business, filling out applications. I was like, no, that's not how it works. Even restaurants here, they didn't let you do that. Like if you did, it was between certain hours. It was like during their lunchtime because it was like slow. But you had to bring a headshot and a resume because they want pretty people to work. It was just really crazy. So anyway, about that third week, she told me, well, I just think that, you know, you just might need to find someplace else to stay because I just don't think this is gonna work with you being here. And she was just like, you know, we got family that usually comes and stays with us in like June or July, something it was. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, why would you tell me that I could come out here and just stay with you? Did you really, even if I had found a job the first week that I got here, it still was gonna take me some time to kind of save up. And so anyway, wait, do they live over here? It might be this, it's either this side or that side of the mall, but it might be this side. She has Alzheimer's now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I still talk to...
Alzheimer's or Alzheimer's?
I said Alzheimer's.
There's a T there.
No, it is not. So, I'm like, I know I didn't say Alzheimer's. So, anyway, so she was just like, so I ended up having to reach out to this guy that this girl I know put me in touch with. And she was like, oh yeah, he knows everybody. This is before I needed a place to stay. She just told me to reach out to him. And so when I reached out to him, I had never met him before. I never talked to him. I just sent him a text message and was like, hey, I'm looking for a job. I need a place to stay, da-da-da.
Look, I didn't notice that Eddie's Edibles is on the...
Oh, wow. And before I ever met him, before I'd ever even seen him, he offered me a place to stay. And that's where it was. It was over there in the jungle. And it was so, I was grateful, but it was terrible. And my cousin was like, I was complaining about the bathroom, the toilet, and just all of the stuff. And finally, she said to me, I called her, and she was like, Craig, you need to find one thing every single day to be grateful for. She said, you need to change the way you're thinking about it. She said, if this is too hard for you, then go back home. Go stay with your mom. Go back to Maryland, you know, go. And it just clicked, and it shifted from that day. And that's when things just really just started to open up. I ended up only staying with him for like 2 weeks, and I ended up staying in Pasadena because this girl that I knew from a previous trip was like, oh my God, I got a 3-bedroom house. Why are you staying in the jungle? You can come stay with me. Right. So I ended up going to move with her, and just things just started happening from there. And I finished writing the first book. And that was it. It was just in the car. Let me blame my baby for leaving trash in your car.
Are you recording me?
I am. This is my video diary. Everybody, this is Eddie. This is Dante's partner. We're about to check into the hotel. Huh? Yeah.
It's dark.
It sure is dark. Oh wait, I don't have my mask on. I guess I can put that on. I put it right here. Oh, you took it out? Yeah, it's right here. Thanks. All right. Oh. Let me tell you. Hi. Hi.
Checking in.
Can I have your last name?
Copeland?
For Carlton?
Yes.
Christmas tree.
And you're not parked the vehicle, correct?
No.
Did you want to use the same card you used for the Roman tax for the deposit, the Visa
Sure.
ending in 946?
That's fine.
I knew that $10 credit was nothing.
Oh. 7-Eleven. For wine?
Right. He has on his Carlton Lee studio mask.
Mm-hmm. one of the location guys at work, he was like, "You have your own logo for your name?" I was like, "This is actually my business," but he caught what
Right.
it stood for. This is 3 seconds.
Go ahead. Let me follow you. All right. I guess we can look on Postmates or Uber Eats or something.
You got $10.
That little $10 credit. Some Fritos, M&Ms. I'm so glad my underwear made it.
Maybe I try to rush out.
Right. Because, I mean, when would I have been able to go? I would have had to go at some point when you were working, I guess. That would have been a mess.
Not bad.
No, it's not bad. It's cold in here. You're not cold? I guess I can take this mask off. Ugh.
There's the thirst.
Right there. It is right there. You're still not hungry?
No.
Let's see what Uber Eats is saying. I had some some basil stir fry yesterday. It was really good.
The mirror plays music.
The mirror? How does that work? Oh, the shower's nice. Oh, really? It connected to your phone. Oh, that's nice. This should be something nice for the house. Cause
I thought it was gonna be a TV.
I like music in the shower. When I'm taking my shower, I like music. Let's see what's on Postmates. Let's see, this is Cambria Hotel. What's this room number? 3 what?
3, it's on the key.
Oh, 307. Meet at the door. Done.
It's not as exciting. I would put it better if it was a TV.
So you want to watch TV in the shower?
What's the point of the music?
I like to have music when I'm in the shower.
Right, but the mirror? Sorry.
What is that?
Just the light.
That's something too. Why is that a power button?
It's just a light there.
Okay, so around here is El Pollo Loco. Chick-fil-A. The Habit Burger.
Did you find the heat?
Shake Shack. It's right here. I didn't bother it because I figured by the time we get into bed it'll be warm.
It's 65?
It was already on that.
Something cool too.
But you know, you stay hot, so. Veggie Grill.
What was that? not tell.
It's 4.5 stars. It's 35 minutes away, 49-cent delivery. So here's a Southwestern nacho.
Here's the gummy. You want one?
Why not?
You want the vegan one?
Yeah. That's the one. Which one was the one that was like pineapple or something?
There's no pineapples on it.
No, that's not the vegan one.
This is the vegan one.
Well, what's this other one?
This is the one that she says like really good.
What flavor is that one?
Strawberry.
That's not vegan.
That was a free one. Probably should have took this one before we went to San Francisco.
What you mean?
You
Tomorrow?
probably would chill it. What you doing?
You gonna take it tomorrow?
I'm just saying, she says this one's really potent.
So what you mean? You recently flew to San Francisco?
To see, I don't want to be in San Francisco.
Oh, you mean try it tonight? Well, I haven't eaten mine yet. I put mine out.
No, it's all sticky. No, that's it.
Okay, crispy cauliflower. Serves 2 fresh cauliflower florets and panko bread.
There you go.
I knew you were gonna have some. Why you put? Where yours?
I didn't bring one.
I don't know why. You bought these at the store.
Where else do you buy?
No, where'd you get them? He was covering all bases when you went and got them Swedish fish.
Separate time.
Yeah, there's a little patio out there for fire. That's a little cool. It wasn't so chilly out.
Yeah, it's too chilly. They don't have shit on
Yeah,
here.
once we're hot, we might not know.
They got the same shit. Sweet potato fries. Here's a lentil soup.
That sounds good to it.
A 3-bean chili. A masala curry bowl.
Sounds decent.
It's roasted butternut squash, turmeric cauliflower, and braised cabbage over masala spiced chicken curry. Over masala spiced chickpea curry and wild rice. Add grilled tempeh. That sounds good. Immunity bowl. Roasted yams, dark leafy greens, roasted Brussels sprouts, tempeh, and quinoa lentil mix with miso mushroom sauce. That sounds good. That sauce sounds good. Pesto zucchini noodles. It's in a basil pesto.
You just want to split something, or you want something? You want your own?
We can.
Did you bring toothpaste?
Yes.
I just assumed you did. I didn't bring one.
Yeah, that's some. What time did you finish working? So you finished what you had to do, or you just? Oh, I feel like I'm gonna feel that edible. I I can taste it. I can taste the, what's it called? THC. I can taste it. It's like on my tongue. I can taste it when I first put it in my mouth. But it's like it's setting on my tongue now. That's what I was going to ask you. So, pesto zucchini noodles, lightly seared zucchini noodles, and basil pesto with arugula.
Oh, I meant to text Lisa to be like, actually, is there anyone free to?
That's how we land. Wi-Fi. Kale and quinoa power bowl. Beyond Burger American cheese special. You don't want no burger, do you?
Never know.
Right. So Asian greens and grain salad.
Whoever would open a window.
Asian greens and grain salad. Kale and quinoa power salad. Immunity bowl. Masala curry bowl. Which one?
Curry bowl, I think sounds good.
Far East bowl. Far East bowl is choice of grilled tempeh, wild rice, broccolini, pickled vegetables, fresh herbs, and Thai coconut curry sauce. You said the masala curry bowl? That's roasted butternut squash, turmeric cauliflower, braised cabbage over masala, spiced chickpea curry, and wild rice. Add grilled tempeh.
Sounds good to me. Switch it. I hate showers.
Why?
Even though I guess my shower's worse because there's no door at all. Are you recording?
Mm-hmm.
I just saw the line on the camera. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. How's it going out there? It's been a while, huh?
I
Yeah.
haven't seen you in a while.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You guys miss me? I know. Craig won't tell me though.
Oh my God. I send you the thing.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
He was missing me, calling me 3 times a day, 4 times a day. And we had to get out here.
You know, there's a term in psychology called projection. You know what that is?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
You just called me one day. Or no, I think you texted me. It's like, oh, by the way, I bought a ticket to LA.
Oh, that's not the whole story.
Mm-hmm.
You said.
It was just a suggestion. I was
Okay, so you need to give them that. Don't.
Yeah, but it wasn't more than that. I was like, well, how do you feel about coming out here for Thanksgiving? Because
that's not what you said.
Because you told me that you had off for a little while.
You did not say.
And so I said, well, did you want to come out here while you're, since your time, you have some days off?
They got Blaze Pizza on here.
And he never confirmed. The next thing I know, he bought a ticket.
You want Blaze Pizza? Or you want the thing we got?
No, we can have Blaze anyway.
That's not what happened.
If you say so.
What you said was, you gonna come out here for Thanksgiving?
That's exactly what I just said.
And you said, no, that's not what you said. And then you said, because I checked the prices and it's way too expensive for me to come out there. And I said, okay, well, let me look and see what it is. And so I didn't say anything. I said to you, I'll look, I'll check. And so then the next day I checked and I saw a good deal. So I bought the flight. I think it was $172 round trip or something. It was less than $200. And then I said to you, I got my flight. And you said, wait, no. Because Talitha and I, his best friend, she lives in Santa Barbara. We're going to drive up to my family's house. And I'm like, well, when did you decide that? You the one just asked me to come out there. And so then I was... You what?
I said I didn't think it was going to happen, but at the same time, but before that, I already had texted my cousin about it to see what she was going to say.
About you and Talitha?
No, just about me coming up there.
Oh. So then I was like, well, I mean,
And I happened to be on the phone with Talitha and talking. It just happened that fast.
Right. So then I was just like, well, I'll just cancel it. Then you were like, well, wait, no, don't cancel. Don't cancel it. And so, here I am. Here I am. This song by Rick Ross.
I know the song.
You know that song? Well, I was telling them. Because they always ask me, what song was that? But, yeah. So here I am. But you talk about I was calling you 3 times a day.
I'm busy working.
Well, so that's what you're going to do? You're going to minimize it?
I think we called each other equally.
Right, but the way that you just presented it to them was like I was only calling you, and because
it's okay just to ride with that story.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. It's okay to be in love, Craig.
Are you in love?
I am.
Huh?
I am.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
When did you know you were in love?
I told you already.
Oh, when you were sick,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to go home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went home because he was sick, and so yeah, you did tell me that. We talked about it on the live.
Mm-hmm. What?
Yeah, no, we do talk a lot on the phone. Like we talk like 4 hours at a time. At night though, not during the day. During the day, it's like quick phone calls, maybe 20 minutes here.
Hour, sometimes.
Hour, right. But it's really at night.
That's how you make sure your nigga ain't with someone else.
Right. But yeah, so we sit on the phone at night. It's like when Because what are you still working? He's still working. Like closer to 6 o'clock, and it's like 10 o'clock my time, or almost 10 o'clock. Because he stops working at 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
I mean 6:30. It'd be 9:30 my time.
Do you take this out the package?
I guess they start doing that for COVID. I ain't never seen
What I'm
it.
saying, but do you take it out or leave it in?
Probably leave it in there, and they'll probably change the package.
Mm. All the waste that we're now
Right,
using.
right, and not even just the waste, but the extra expenses that businesses have to incur
Mm-hmm.
for because like when I was walking through the airport today, I saw somebody literally standing there just doing sanitizer. That's a whole new job that they had to pay somebody to do.
Plus the sanitizer.
Plus the cost of the sanitizer.
It's kicking the film industry's ass.
I'm sure.
$160 per person every week
For
everyone to get tested.
Yeah. And then not to mention the what's it called?
All the PPE that they have to
PPE.
provide. Like I got a whole box of shit. Like that mask.
I saw that mask.
Yeah. That had gloves, thermometers, several type of masks. They had the reusable masks. They had the disposable masks.
Mhm.
They had everything in there. Wipes galore.
Wow.
Look at this. It's a keyboard on the back of the remote.
Did I show you?
I've never seen that. They didn't make all remotes like this. So therefore, like when you have to type shit in.
Right, you just do it like that.
Yeah. What kind of TV is this? Oh, this is a Rumio TV. What is that?
Let me show you the artwork.
There's a show here. I saw it on your live last night.
Oh, you saw it there. Here I am. Yeah, because this other one was terrible. The original one that he did.
Did you order the food?
Mm-hmm.
What would make you do the bad finger and come have fun with us? It was in the neighborhood.
You know Nick Cannon was in hot water. Because you remember about what he said?
You know, I watched the 4 episodes, you know, and they asked me, would you be interested?
Culturally offensive.
So I watched, like, from the very beginning and all that, you know.
But Eddie was showing me basically to get picked back up. You know the show got canceled.
We've hung out a few times together.
So basically, he was on a conference call with Viacom, basically selling himself, apologizing, basically.
Eddie heard that.
Eddie was like, he could see the conference call.
Eddie is the one who just dropped us off. Eddie works for Viacom, so he saw the conference call and
It was Nick talking to the executives.
trying to apologize. But see, the thing is, on social media, he was trying to put this front up like, fuck them, you know, like, I'm not going to be begging and da-da-da-da, this, that, and the third. Like, he was standing by what he said.
Oh, but he don't want that shit.
But clearly, behind closed doors, he was trying to. I don't know what he said recently, though, that was culturally offensive. But he's worth like $50 million.
Stand down. Who comes with this costume? I've never seen this shit.
He had a mask scene.
I mean, I've heard of it. I've never actually watched it.
I've never watched.
Nor did I even know he was a host.
Yeah, I've never watched like whole episodes. I've just like when Candy was on there, I went on there.
Isn't this Ellen show?
I don't think so.
I think it is. Because she does the same thing on her show. I thought so. So I thought she had something to do with it.
I've just gone on there to watch like certain people just to hear. You know, I never understand how they can't call who these people are, but then, because I usually can tell who, like not like some of these Broadway people or these people that work in Vegas, but like the main people, like Candy was on here, I knew it was her. I knew Gladys Knight was Gladys Knight.
Mm-hmm.
It's certain ones like I already knew, like listening to them.
I've never watched TV in the hotel.
No.
Like I don't even know why I did it now.
Property Brothers. Forensic File.
Never turns the TV. Never even touched the remote.
You're lying. And stop speaking to me as if I care. Here you go.
He almost looked like the host of the show.
It is.
Is that the same person?
He's dropping.
No, it's not.
It is the same person.
Is that the same person?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that looks just like him.
Griffin, you owe me $1 million as a sealed apology.
Antonio,
Really?
Yeah, he's
talking
not a
about?
star. He's
Well,
scrawny.
in the language of bribes, taking the money equals I accept. I see that you took the money, so...
No, I won't. Oh, yeah,
The commissioner of ports is a team player, yay. Then my shipment gets busted, come on.
the shipment was held up because I didn't get the money. So he called it off.
Point is, you had a job to do.
I have a job.
These the gray ones.
And I get them.
Where happened to the black ones?
Ooh, is my guy there? Tell him to wait.
Wait. He said, wait. Antonio, listen, please. If I knew the deal was still on, I would
Put it on speaker, please.
Who?
There, now I feel like I'm participating. Now,
go for it.
so, if he didn't get
Texting
the
with the
money,
girl
find out
downstairs.
who in my organization stole from me and killed them.
Oh.
Well,
That's my brother's
I guess I've never seen Right Along One.
I didn't.
Who's the main character? I guess this just started.
He didn't say what zone we in.
I was over 3. Ooh, Conjuring.
Upper hand.
It's a race to the lowest rate and so much more. Only on the Upper Hands.
Hey Neil, with 3% cash back at drugstores from Chase Freedom Unlimited, you can now earn even
The
more.
first thing I noticed
got
about
this
this
great
commercial, there were no
shampoo.
white numbers.
Yeah, you look good. Of course I do, Neil. I'm Kevin Hart. Now earn 3% at drugstores and so much more. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Oh, that's a short commercial because he talked to like 2 other names.
100 layers of flavor for that refreshing and delicious taste. Refreshing moments are just a tic-tac away.
Interracial couple.
The system is broken. They wouldn't
I was
let me
just-
be arrested.
Talking on me like
No,
This wasn't supposed to work.
interracial couple. They got all.
Wrestling show.
no. When I first looked, I thought he was white, and then I looked over there and I said, "Oh, he's black."
Pushing the envelope, taking risks.
If you don't believe in yourself, why would anybody believe in
How
you?
long did the face say it's gonna be?
They're saying it should be in 30 minutes. 9:35. It's 9:06 now.
It's so small and light.
Why do
You
you
know what she did?
What is
help
it?
us?
When you were little, did you ever worry that there might be something hiding under your bed at night? Well, my bed actually had something under it.
You said it.
Yeah. Something grabbed my hand and yanked me right to the floor. It was too dark to see under there, but let me tell you, I ran out of there so fast. You know what my dad did? He dragged me right back into the room and told me I had to face my fears. And I was scared to death.
Did he give you signs, or I guess no?
But then I remembered what this nun had told me in
They
catechism.
did have dessert, but I was trying not to.
God will be there for all who need.
They had carrot cake.
So
They had chocolate.
I grabbed this crucifix out from my nightstand, right? And I told whatever's under there
2 meals.
that it better leave or God was gonna kick its butt. Best thing my dad ever did for me. Of course, he only did it because he really didn't believe me. It took me years to finally find someone who did. You know what I did then?
You married her?
Best horror series, one of them.
So you've heard this story before.
I normally would go TSA pre-check, but Carlton doesn't have that, so we have to go through the regular TSA line.
So if the names are not matching, you guys may want to go back and
We made it to Oakland. It's Thanksgiving morning. What time is it?
Going on 10 o'clock.
Oh yes, 10 a.m. I've never been to the Bay Area.
That's so wild.
Carlton's cousin is picking us up from the airport.
Dude, that's like a skit. Like I would shoot a skit like that. That's
Hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving, a happy Thanksgiving, a safe Thanksgiving.
You're the last one on like.
Be safe. I'm hungry. There's nothing open in the airport. Carlton is going to the restroom. I'm gonna go sit down. I'll sit over here. Oh. His bag and mine. Oh. So, I like her coat. It's a shearling, it's yellow. It's really nice. But, yeah, so I flew to LA yesterday. And then this morning we flew to Oakland from LA. It was just an hour flight. But I am sleepy. And I am hungry. So I cannot wait to eat. I don't think it's too cold out. Hopefully I'll get to see Oakland a little bit. Well, not Oakland, but San Francisco. We're actually going to San Francisco. We flew into Oakland. Oh my God. So my mom, I called my mom this morning. We were in LA at the airport waiting for our flight. And she asked where Carlton and I were staying in, if his cousin knew that we were gay and if they knew we were going to sleep in the same room. Oh, he is? Oh. I'm wondering if I should pee. The weather's not bad. That was him? The weather's not bad though, at least it's nice. It's not cold. Right. Well, let me run pee real quick. quick little restroom break. I really want to take this mask off. I'm so sick of it. He's over there at the Sphere. Oh, okay. We're gonna walk down now. He's gonna drive over here. We can just walk here. That's the white Jeep. Oh, okay. This white Honda right here.
It's not a Jeep.
What is that?
You said a Honda.
The what? Well, I'm saying if it's not a Jeep, what is it?
It's a Jeep.
That's what I said, a white Jeep.
I didn't see that.
That white Jeep is nice. Yeah, I just got really hungry, like just now.
Where you going? Where you going?
Yeah,
where you going? Who the hell is he going?
You might want to call him. He must have.
Who the hell? I said international arrivals, right?
Right.
Hey, I think he passed it.
Not think he did.
Yeah, you're in the Jeep, right? Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's
Oh, so that wasn't him. Oh, well, excuse me. He in the Tesla. What are you doing? Oh, they got money. How you doing?
Doing good. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. Oh, Craig.
Craig Jerry, man.
Nice to meet you.
My pleasure, bro. My pleasure. What's
You
going
doing all right,
on?
man?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Good to see you.
I was just hoping I was in the right spot. I can't tell you how many times I done rode up to the wrong airport.
I've never been to Oakland.
Well, welcome back, my brother.
Thank you.
Hope it wasn't too hectic up in there, though.
No. It's pretty smooth.
Problem. You gonna come to church more often. If you come to church more often, you won't be talking.
I heard y'all going wine tasting and stuff, though, too.
You said what?
I heard y'all going wine tasting and stuff?
Yeah, we're gonna try.
You'll be worried about me fooling with your wife.
We're gonna try.
Okay? So you need to check her. Okay, how about that? Why would you do that? Why
They still doing it, I think.
just check her?
Okay.
Tommy said you the one.
I haven't checked on it or heard anything about it since we went back to Purple, but I think you should be fine because they still stressing everybody out because everybody still gotta make that money. So I'm sure they figured out a way.
Who is Tommy?
How far is this from you?
Nah, it ain't too far. It's just like 40 minutes or something.
That's 40 minutes?
Yeah.
I'm trying because I figured this was closer than San Francisco.
Hell yeah. Appreciate that. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind driving to the city and whatnot and, you know, enjoying the scenery, but nah.
And Sacramento's not any closer, is it?
No, that's in the opposite direction. That's like another 50 away. What's the plans for the day?
I'm gonna check him.
I don't know. It's Thanksgiving.
I know. I forgot. I woke up this morning. I was like, I wasn't even thinking. You know, she been having us decorate the house
For Christmas.
Yep. Fresh. The neighbors started putting everything up.
I remember she was talking about how you guys are usually on it when it comes to Christmas.
Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and this is the Patreon version of So Much to Say. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. This is where Carlton and I are staying. We have made it to San Francisco. It's actually a suburb right outside of San Francisco called Fairfield, but we're like 10, 15 minutes from Sonoma, Napa Valley, wine country. So we're gonna try to schedule like a little wine tasting or something tomorrow. And then see downtown San Francisco tomorrow at some point as well. But this is where we are. I'm gonna, nice little setup. This is cousin's house. They got things over here like it's like it's an actual hotel with like little amenities, if you will. But anyway, that's my bag and our toiletry bags. Carlton's bag is over here on the floor. And this is the view from our room. And I'm gonna take you guys downstairs.
Oh. I'm not sure. It's been this. I know if you did have it, it's been the same for years.
He said his grandmother was gonna say, "Okay, baby, I'm not gonna hold you," when she was about to get off the phone. And sure enough, she said it.
What is 490? That was an old address.
490, I'm not sure.
Oh no, Lindbergh Place.
Oh yeah, that was her first apartment.
That's her first apartment, so I have gotten it.
Nice jet ski looking cool. They probably can't do it here. But it would be perfect because it's just a small little area.
I told Cindy that she was around with all she was in the military. She messed up my phone every time. She keeps moving and stuff. And I didn't have.
Couldn't say update.
It out. I even tried white out one time.
The sun looks great. The sun really looks amazing. It's nice and temperate. We thought it was gonna be really cold. It probably will be tonight though.
2153. You're welcome.
Okay, then. Thank you so much for calling.
You're welcome.
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
You too. And you gonna take your nap now?
Yeah, I probably about here to lean back and I get me a power nap and then go jump up and go to bed 11:30, 12 o'clock.
Right.
Wait for sleep to come again.
Well, alrighty. Well, I'll call you, keep you posted.
Okay, then. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. What did they do for Thanksgiving? Her sister cooked. She said she did a carrot cake.
So Dion didn't go?
They did separate this year. I think because of this COVID.
So I went and looked at my Facebook memory. I went home last year.
Oh, did
I
you?
did a live when I looked at my Facebook memory from today, a year ago today.
Really thinking about that.
Because I was like, well, what did I do last year? And I kind of thought I was home, but I wasn't sure. But yeah, I was home. And I remember I ended up grabbing like some rockfish and some crab meat. And we went over to my uncle's house and he stuffed it for me, stuffed the rockfish with the crab meat. And I ate some of his yams that he had. And I think I had a salad or something. Like I just kind of like threw together my own little. Yeah, that was what I did.
Check the patio out.
I know this patio will be an amazing like sitting area.
Did you see all the way over? They have a little cutting area.
Yeah. Look at that grill over there. Like I would be out here all the time. Cause you know out here their weather is great almost all year round. No, I'm not starving, but I can eat. I'm a grown boy.
I did not know that was going to be a 40-minute call.
Well, why your elbows look so gray? From leaning on that thing, maybe?
Yeah. You got, it's probably on your sweater.
No, it ain't either. I wasn't leaning on it, was it?
A little bit.
His cronies, as they call them, can stop us at every area. Congress, House Representatives, Senate, and nobody can stop this man with his executive powers. He's doing anything that he want to do. And from one thing to another, they just up against the wall. And now he just lost the election barely. And he said he gonna keep going, he gonna keep going. But it's a sad event. It really is.
I don't know her name.
It's smelling good in there.
They don't know what he's gonna do.
I can smell it.
One man, a 74-year-old wrinkly orange-faced man, that's so demonized that he can mess with all these different people's minds. And there was 73 million that voted for him, and they would have been in shock. They didn't think that many people was gonna vote for him.
Right.
But Biden got over 80,000, so. But they keep saying they fraudulent, ballots and everything, so. We're not even gonna ponder that. I just gave it to the Lord, and I'm through with it, and I accept the things you cannot change. So I did my part. I did my early vote, and I'm through with it. But it really tells you how far gone. We were almost in a position where he was going to be a dictator over us, and we'd be walking around here twiddling our thumbs. They're going to tell us what to do. So have you adjusted to the time change when it comes to sleeping and stuff?
I have now. It took me about a week. I was in bed about
Grandma got a lot to say today.
But yeah, I'm adjusted now.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you make it out okay. I didn't anticipate a call from you today.
What? I usually call you on all holidays.
But I'm saying you in California and living the good life, and I think I had time for his granddad.
Oh, yeah, I always have time.
But anyway, I'm grateful. I'm really glad you thought enough to give me a hand. Thank you so much.
Of course.
All right, are you still on your fish and chicken diet?
No chicken, just fish.
Just fish? Still on the fish? Have you ran across any fish that you haven't tried?
Like out here? No. I mean, I went to like this little hole-in-the-wall seafood place last week. They had some fried fish, but besides that, no, I haven't really looked into any really good seafood places yet.
Because there's just so many different types of fish here in Virginia. We don't either know about or never tried it.
I just tried to.
You just haven't tried it.
I just tried a fish maybe like a month and a half ago, called cobia, and it was so good. Oh my goodness, it's probably one of the best fish I've ever tasted.
How was it prepared?
It was grilled, pan fried.
What kind of meat? Was it white meat fish or?
It was. Yep, it was
so
really good.
That's a freshwater fish?
I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure because I've never heard of it before until then.
What does it resemble?
That's a good question. What would you say it resembles?
Like a mahi, it was thick. Or
like
halibut.
Maybe a mahi steak.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So you had that at a restaurant. It's not something you
No, yeah, it was at a restaurant.
Something you could cook yourself.
I mean, I could try, but no, I got it from a restaurant.
Okay. So is this the summer that
She
you
running out of things to say.
crabs this year?
The summer to do what?
Get crabs.
Crabs,
Yeah.
you know, usually this summer you always ready where you would try to find the devil fried crabs like in here.
Yeah, I'd given up on that. I don't think they exist down there.
Yeah, so we did, I had to do something with my truck.
He act like he can't end the phone call.
From a junkyard.
All you gotta do is say, all right, Grandma, what I just want to do.
I think you went to that place. We left church or something. What's the name of the city? We went to over to Washington Highway. But anyway, we got devil crabs.
Oh, I can't remember the name. So yeah, I haven't done anything too crazy yet. And, LA's a little bit more shut down than Atlanta, so yeah. Everything's good back home. House is still standing from what I've been told, so yeah. Was it in like a Mohawk style? Did he take enough pictures for you? Oh.
The one for me.
Mm-hmm.